Every scroll, every like, every sweet bite of chocolate has one thing in common: a tiny chemical in the brain called dopamine. It is the invisible driver behind cravings, habits, and motivation, constantly influencing our daily choices and desires. But is dopamine your best friend, guiding you towards beneficial actions, or your worst enemy, leading you astray? Let's find out how this powerful neurotransmitter shapes our lives and how we can harness its potential. Dopamine is often called the feel-good chemical, a common misconception that simplifies its complex role in our brain's reward system. However, that's only half true. Dopamine doesn't actually make you happy in the way serotonin might, but rather it makes you want things. It fuels desire, anticipation, and the chase for rewards, acting as a powerful motivator for our actions. Imagine dopamine as the hype man in your brain, constantly building excitement and urging you forward. It's less about the prize itself and more about the excitement of going after it, the thrill of the pursuit. This anticipatory pleasure is what drives us to seek out new experiences and achieve our goals. Dopamine plays a significant role in everyday life, often without us even realizing its subtle influence. You open your phone, hear a notification ding, and dopamine surges, creating an immediate sense of expectation. You check again, hoping for another hit, another piece of information or social validation. That endless scroll through social media feeds? That's dopamine keeping you hooked, promising more engaging content just around the corner. It's not just social media. Dopamine spikes when you smell fresh pizza, hear your favorite song, or anticipate payday. It's the brain's way of saying, keep going, there's more where that came from, reinforcing behaviors associated with pleasure and reward. This powerful chemical system is designed to motivate us towards survival and reproduction, but it can also be easily exploited. Here's the catch: dopamine is incredibly powerful, and like any powerful force, it can take over if not properly managed. Gambling, drugs, compulsive shopping, all of these activities hijack the brain's natural reward system, creating artificial and intense dopamine surges. Instead of guiding you to healthy, sustainable rewards, dopamine gets trapped in a vicious cycle of craving and crash. This is precisely why addictions are so incredibly hard to break. It isn't a weakness of character, but rather a complex chemical imbalance. The brain becomes wired to keep chasing that intense surge, even when the consequences are clearly harmful to our well-being. Dopamine isn't just about cravings and rewards. It plays a crucial and multifaceted role in our mental health. Low dopamine levels are linked to debilitating conditions like depression and Parkinson's disease, where motivation and movement both suffer significantly. Conversely, too much dopamine activity can contribute to disorders like schizophrenia, where the brain misfires signals and distorts reality. Balance is absolutely everything when it comes to dopamine. The brain needs it, but in precise amounts. Not too little, not too much, but just enough to maintain optimal cognitive function and emotional well-being. The good news is that you can actively train your dopamine system to work for you, rather than against you. Healthy habits like regular exercise, mindful meditation, fostering meaningful connections, and setting small daily goals help reset the brain's reward pathways. These actions provide consistent, natural dopamine releases, promoting a sense of accomplishment and sustained motivation. Instead of chasing quick, artificial highs that lead to crashes, you build a steady rhythm of sustainable motivation and genuine satisfaction. Dopamine is not the villain in our story. It's the spark that ignites our drive and curiosity. But like fire, it can either warm your home and provide comfort, or burn it down if left unchecked. The secret isn't in avoiding dopamine altogether, but in understanding its mechanisms and learning to control its influence. Control the spark, and you control the fire, directing your motivation towards a fulfilling and balanced life.